Informational interview presentation by Allison Smith, Pre-Health Science Program. With Valerie Stam, a registered nurse working at St. George Medical Center. This interview took place virtually on Monday, March 31st at 10 a.m. Skills that Valerie has found crucial for a successful career in healthcare. During this interview, Valerie said that listening is a skill someone with a career goal of working in healthcare must have. Valerie talked about the importance of not only listening to patients about their needs and concerns, but also listening to your coworkers in order to work together to best assist the patients. Another skill Valerie highlighted was empathy. Having empathy while assisting patients builds trust, which can reduce patient anxiety. Valerie said that when empathy is shown, patients feel heard and respected. When healthcare professionals create an atmosphere where patients feel valued, there is often better communication between the patient and the healthcare provider. The next important skill that Valerie pointed out was staying current. Valerie told me about how much progress there has been in preventing so many diseases since she started nursing in 1965. Valerie works primarily with cardiovascular disease, osteoporosis, so she must stay up to date with the latest research on cholesterol and heart disease. The biggest challenge Valerie has faced is with disinformation. Valerie has found there to be a lot of misinformation in areas of heart disease, for example, cholesterol levels and the use of statins. Valerie says that patients often go to ridiculous sources on the internet and sometimes seem unwilling to believe the science. Valerie says this is especially challenging when she sees these patients later on have strokes or heart attacks that could have been prevented. Advice Valerie has given me for this challenge is to give the facts and let the patients decide whether or not to believe them. Industry trends. When Valerie was asked about what she sees changing over the next few years or trends within the industry, she said that there will be fewer family doctors, and this is already starting to happen because there's a shortage. Valerie predicts that because of this, there will be more and more clinics run only by nurse practitioners and RNs, with broad oversight of the doctor. This has already started to happen, but in the future, it will be much more frequent. Communication. Primary methods of communication that Valerie uses as a registered nurse include verbal communication, informational sheets, and charts via the computer. Valerie uses verbal communication when interacting with patients, doctors, nurses, and other coworkers. Valerie also hands out informational sheets to patients. This is written communication. These informational sheets include care plans, informational materials, and other discharge instructions. At the clinic Valerie works at, they use computerized charts, electronic health records. These charts document patient history, medications, and treatment plans. All of these communication methods help the healthcare team coordinate and improve patient care. Toward the end of the interview, I asked Valerie, what is something you wish that you had known when you were in college? She then told me that she wished that she had known she would be good at what she was doing. Throughout college, Valerie was always sure that she would fail. She shared a story with me about a time where she almost dropped out. Valerie said that she just could not imagine giving needles. She was almost going to give up. Her dad even offered to come over and let her poke him. Valerie didn't have much confidence while she was in school and told me that it isn't as much about the program than it is as much about having self-confidence and believing in yourself. More valuable advice that I will keep with me throughout my career is to just keep giving the facts, no matter how many times people say they don't believe you or dismiss your words. Just keep telling the truth. Key takeaways. Some key takeaways from my informational interview with registered nurse Valerie Stam are to stay up to date with the cutting-edge science. Science is always evolving, and if you keep up with the changes throughout your career, it'll be fascinating to look back on. There are also so many important skills for a career in healthcare. These include empathy, compassion, organization, listening, teamwork, and much more. With a job like this in a field that is always developing, healthcare professionals need to develop with the changing field in order to continue to help the patients the best they can and to make the job or task better or easier for them. Nursing has changed a lot over Valerie's years as a nurse, and one skill that she has developed with the developing field was her computer skills. At the start of Valerie's career, almost everything was done on paper. Now it is mostly digital. Another key takeaway is to not give up. Throughout this interview, I've learned that challenges are a part of growth. If Valerie had given up when college was tough, then she wouldn't have had this almost 60 years of nursing that she loved. Valerie's nursing career gave her satisfaction and fulfillment. I will keep pushing through my tough schooling so that one day I can feel this way about my future career in healthcare as well. Conclusion. In conclusion, this interview showed me that there are many different aspects to nursing, requiring a large variety of skills. The informational interview with Valerie Stamm gave me a different perspective on nursing. It was so interesting hearing it from someone who has so much experience.